Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and I'm picking up where I left off in my Subnautica Hardcore Deathrun mod game. I don't know if I'm emotionally equipped for what I'm about to deal with all those Reapers and so on, but I'm going to do my best. Let's go. Okay, I have a fish in hand for some reason. Hey, maybe I should offer it to the Reaper Leviathan. Anyway. So, yeah, when I last left off, I was off into some very dangerous territory. That sea glide is uncomfortably low. Let's... there you go. New battery in that. So let me just take stock of things. Got 3 first aid kits. Got 2 water bottles. I want to finish checking out that wreck. Where did I say the wreck was again? I said southwest, right? Where did I put in the locker? Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. So I want to finish inspecting this wreck. Maybe deal with Reaper Leviathans in the process. It is southwest, right? I'm going in the right direction, right? Should probably keep an eye out. Should probably keep an eye out in all directions simultaneously. No, not not the peeper things. Anyone else? I hear you, Reaper. Now it sounds distant, but it sounded very close to the wreck when I was last here. I know there's also a warper in the vicinity. Did I inspect the periphery? I think I did, right? It's just the interior which I hadn't finished exploring. I don't know what this sand shark's deal is, but I don't want him surprising me. Yeah, current plan is finish inspecting this wreck. Do a search for those prawn soup, well, the drill fragments. See if there are any regular old prawn soup fragments as well. So there are 2 ventilation thingies. I think I went here already, and I think I cleared this out already, but I just wanted to double check to be sure. Don't want to miss anything. Don't want to have to come back here again. Yes, there's a data box. I already opened it. Just want to be thorough. There's another vent? Okay, that might just connect up to the room where I already was. Ah, so I didn't finish exploring this. More water. Hope it can't bite me while I'm doing this. Okay. So this just leads out. Oh hell, I think I have to head back already. Where are you? I don't know. I don't see him. Like, that roar sounded very close, obviously. I don't see him. Genuinely confused. Anyway, now that I got my bearings and confirmed that wreck is southwest of this base here, I'll make a quicker trip of it. And get more done.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Wait for that oxygen to replenish. Okay. Out we go again. I saw a warper approaching me, but I think he's already withdrawn. Like, where is that Reaper Leviathan? You might be clipped to the floor for all I know. There you are. I mean, there's a warper. Get rid of you at least. Ooh, I see that teleporter projectile you're trying to fire at me. Ah. Take that. Anyone else? The answer is apparently. You weren't here a second ago. Did a warper teleport you here? Whatever. Do warpers teleport other things around too? In addition to themselves? Like they teleport you around. I don't see anything. Ugh. Like I keep hearing the Reaper Leviathan, but I don't see him. Now, why am I hearing it here, but I don't see it out there? It's very strange. I just want to confirm. Some clipping issues. It's unnerving. Okay, so I haven't been in here. More water? Is this thing blocking my way? Can I not actually get in? Okay. This is the exact kind of thing. I want a second oxygen tank for this, just for this wreck here, for dealing with this. There. That's the Reaper again. The warpers making scary noises, and two, there doesn't seem to be anything in here. Darn it. Okay, I hope it doesn't take too much effort to get back through this thing. Come on, don't. I don't want to get stuck doing this. Come on, come on. Being without a second oxygen tank really limits. I guess I'm just going to have to accept that I'm going to be hearing Reaper Leviathans roaring at me periodically here. Can I take a quick peek through here? Do I have time? I should head back. Particularly since there's a shark in the opening here. Where are you? I don't see Leviathan anywhere. It's got to be clipped through the floor. I mean, that's the only explanation. Which is, I don't know. You could argue that that's reassuring on some level. I mean, if it's stuck in the floor and like can't come out to attack me, maybe that's what it means. Okay, anyway, let's finish this thing off. Let's finish off this wreck so I can move on. The purpose of this whole dangerous journey in Reaper inhabited waters is to find prawn suit fragments. If they're not, oh hey, data box? Cyclops depth module. Oh, what the frick was that? See, what did I say about how I don't want these guys surprising me? Whatever. Alright, let's check out what's through here. Okay, So this just leads to sand. It's a dead end. Okay. This just leads out, right? Yeah, that's the broken bit of vent that I saw before. What? Frig! Guys! Get your clipping in order. Okay, what's up here? It's a fairly extensive wreck, all things considered. Ooh. Grappling arm fragment. Hey, that completes the blueprint for that, if I'm not mistaken. Very nice. Ah, a drill arm fragment. This is probably what the scanner room was detecting. So there's one. If I can get another one, I can complete that blueprint. 90 seconds of oxygen. Keeping an eye on it. Because the PDA won't. It's not going to give me a warning. Oh, hey. PDA, really? Profitability projections? I don't remember there being a PDA in this wreck.
PDA data.
I mean... I don't know. Oh, hell, is this... Okay. Oh, hey. This is the other side of that door. Okay, so that's all explored then. Okay, so... that path there, it's all explored. Great, cool. There's just one more thing there I need to check out. Because there was another vent I wanted to look in that I hadn't looked in yet. I just need to reoxygenate one more time, and then I think I can call that done. that I can call that wreck complete. Might be worth taking a moment to so it still says procedural fragment, but it might just be still registering the one that I already found. I wonder if it's okay. I notice my food is getting low. You know what? I'm tempted to go look for fish to eat. But I'm just going to eat the nutrient bar, whatever. Those frequently go just uneaten. Oops. I forgot how full I filled that. I have a drinking problem. I'm just spilling water on myself here. Anyway. Is it worth trying to scan for that, see if there are any more drill arm fragments? It's detecting one. Is that where the wreck is? I thought that... okay, well. Let's see. It's detecting two of them? You only need one. It's nighttime now, so... It's, oh, hello. Okay, so where... Oh, it's way over there? There you are. Do not want to be fighting this when there's a warper nearby. I'm... I'm unreasonably concerned that the warper's going to teleport me while I'm doing this. Of course, this had to happen when I'm in the middle of scanning and draining my makeshift base's power. Did not want to be doing this at night. Peeper's frozen there. This is hungry work. No. I'm being silly. I can't keep this up for much longer. I do need to retreat back to the base to reoxygenate. Okay, one more. And then I have to get the heck back. Last shot was just to hold him in place so I don't die during my retreat. Sorry, it's just I find it unreasonably amusing that I was able to grab a snack in the middle of that. There's just stuff that cooked paper in my face while I'm hacking away at a Reaper Leviathan.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
How many peepers are in here? So keep it powered for some time. Should probably tell it to stop scanning. Whew, I need to take a second to recover my nerves here. If this recording is short, then I guess we know how this how this turned out. Yeah, there's clearly more stuff over there. So I'm not done here. Feel better if I have more first aid kits. Wonder if I should briefly withdraw home and I mean, if I head home and back, maybe it'll give me time to replenish batteries, replenish first aid kits, and it'll be daytime. And you know what? Screw it, I'm going for it. Like I would feel better with more batteries. I would feel better with more first aid kits. Let's just whew. The mushroom biome, very distinct. Oh, hey, neat. Oh, I should. What am I doing? I should have brought the. Did I get him? And yeah, you know what? I'm gonna grab the ion cubes, bring those home with me. Grab everything. Yeah, by the time I make the trip there and back, I'll probably it'll be daytime, and Excuse you. I'm doing all this flailing about here. I'm just committing some regular old sand shark genocide here. They're just... these things are a menace. I guess I'm still traumatized after season 6 of this series. That one sand shark just came right the heck out of nowhere back then. Excuse me. Okay, so it seems to be daytime now. Already feel better about heading back there. Maybe we can finish off that Leviathan. Excuse me. I hope nothing bites me while I'm sneezing. Is that allergies? What? Bone shark now? I'm just gonna go. This is just gonna be one of those days where I go around slaughtering wildlife, I guess. So this one doesn't take too many hits. 4, 5. He took 5? He's actually weaker than the sand sharks. That's so weird. They look so much more menacing. Like, the sand sharks just look silly, but they're actually tougher than the bone sharks. I mean, I've said before that, you know, the bone sharks are glass cannons. But yeah. At least they're hardier than the Cryptosuchus and below 0. Those are... I've described them as wet tissue paper cannons.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, alright. Heading back out there again. Let's not completely lose all the daylight. I'm bringing with me most of the makings for the next base. I say most of because I'm short by I have the titanium, I just don't have the inventory space. I'm hoping to just pick up 2 titanium while I'm there. Should have left some of the titanium in the locker over there, quite frankly. Oh well. But yeah, I have to make some choices about where the heck my next base is going to be, or my next scanner room. I don't know. Figure it out once I get there, I guess. I do want to grab that second drill arm fragment to complete that blueprint. Then I just need to scan one other thing, and I'll get... okay, there's a source of the remaining 2 titanium. I also need to pick up a piece of quartz somewhere for the hatch. But I saw quartz lying around there, so that should be no problem. Yeah, see, I just passed by a piece of quartz. There's quartz all over. It's all good. There's just a piece of quartz right here. Look at that. We'll just drop this junk in here. Recharged all my batteries up to full. So it took some time to do that. Replenished food and water, got back up to 4 first aid kits. Yeah, let's scan for the drill arm fragment again. And see what you can find. Now there's daylight, so if the Reaper decides to surprise me again, maybe I'll be less surprised. Although I spent so much time charging batteries and stuff that it'll probably be nighttime again by the time any of that becomes significant. I hear the Leviathan. Where'd he go? Like, I suddenly got shifted bodily to the side for a second because he jostled me. That cave crawler. No, where are you? Okay, stop being jerks. Is it? Just deal with the 3 of them? Is there friggin' 3 sand shark pile up here? Okay, this is ridiculous. Okay, fortunate thing about how there's a cave crawler here too. I think that's the tail of the Leviathan there. Or maybe it's the head. Whatever. It's some body part. Yeah, the way the stasis rifle operates, that like if they move into the range of the field after the fact, they still get frozen. Okay, that's one less Leviathan to deal with. Okay, no, this is one temp. Let's just get back and reoxygenate. It's one less Leviathan to deal with. Holy freaking moly. That 3 shark pileup was kind of funny. How many fish are left? There's 6. Yeah, it's fine. Another day in the life of Subnautica. I guess I might as well grab the quartz now. Yeah, where the frick did you come from? Never been able to hit them more than 3 times. It's like there's a hard limit of 4 whacks with the thermoblade. Never seen them die. They always teleport away. I don't think it's possible to actually kill them, but if I can just keep them away for a short time, that's good enough for me. Keep moving, keep moving. Don't stop moving.
New blueprint acquired.
All of a sudden I have that have an S Club 7 song sort of in my head. Don't stop moving. Can you feel the... How's that music? How's that song go? I don't know. Can you feel the music? DJ's got me going around, round, something like that. I don't know where that popped into my head. Anyway, got the drill arm blueprint, so that's cool. There's a door here. I think this is the door I came out of before. Better not bite me while I'm doing this. Yeah, so that's... this is just the other door that I went through already. I didn't check this out. I was curious about this. I think this might lead to... I don't know where it's going to lead. Let's find out. Oh, okay. So this is, yeah, this is where it was before. This is the one that was tricky to get through. I didn't realize there was another branching path here. Okay. So that's it. This whole thing's explored then. This wreck is done. Done. Explored. Here's my 2 titanium. And I got the quartz. I'm ready to make my next base. Just... oh. The spadefish hasn't been scanned yet. Well, if I'm gonna scan a spadefish, I'm gonna... yeah. I'm gonna do it somewhere where it's safer to do so. Okay, you can stop scanning for that now. Yeah, just get in there. Okay, so where is the next base going to be? Now north of here is the crater's edge, so obviously I'm not going to go in that direction. And southeast of here is my base. Southwest is where the wreck was. This is already done with. Should I move over to where the wreck is, or I don't know. This is another case. Like my sense of geography isn't the greatest. There's nothing in this direction though. Like there are no beacons or anything in this direction. So. Like, I'm kind of curious to know what's more in this direction. Is there anything in this direction? You know, maybe I should explore. Let's go east by northeast. Let's just for the hell of it, see if there's anything here. I don't like the idea of exploring when it's nighttime, though. Maybe I should pass the night somewhere. Is there anything else worth exploring over here while I'm near? I mean, there's only the one wreck. I already found the drill arm fragment. I found the ion cubes. I can scan for the data box. I think it's going to just find the ones I already found. I don't like. They aren't going to be loose data boxes, right? It's just going to be ones next to wrecks, and I've already explored the wreck. So 2 data boxes there. Did I find both of them? There's one that's outside the ship, and I'm trying to recall. Was there another one inside the ship? Should I double check? I'm gonna double check. This is me just killing time before. I mean, with that Reaper Leviathan killed, I am reasonably sure, I think, or, you know, cautiously optimistic that there aren't any more Leviathans in this area, at least, in this specific small area. I'm sure there are more in, you know, throughout the biome, but... Okay, so this is the one that I definitely got right here, but I'm going to look at it again anyway, just because, you know, I want to be thorough and stuff. I'm stuck on something. Here we go. And the other one looks to be inside. Yeah, and this is the one that I got this right over here, right? Yeah. So, data box all done. I opened this door. These doors close themselves. Ugh. Should probably color this different. That beacon says temp is redundant because I've already got the camera drone marking the location. I should pick up the beacon and then just change the color of the camera drone beacon and
Welcome aboard, Captain.
okay, so it's just those two are the only ones that are being detected, right? Okay. What about fragments? Is there anything left that I oh, you know what? Since the mushroom biome's in range, that might still be detecting. Since, as far as I'm aware, it only detects things that I haven't scanned before. They haven't completed the blueprints. There could still be Cyclops bits there, because I still need one more hull piece and two more bridge pieces. Let's find a few of them over there. Let's go check this out. Is it daytime yet? Is this fading into daytime? Is this a good time to move on? Over here. Oh, fragment. Here you go. There you go.
New blueprint acquired.
Bridge fragment. Just need one more after this one. And there you are. Huh. Might be able to get myself a
New blueprint
a
acquired.
heckin' Cyclops soon. I mean, I'm trying to recall what does it need. I think it needs uranite and nickel in this game. I'm hoping to pursue like nickel soon. Huh. Oh, I think the game is cluing in that, oh yeah, I already have those fragments now. Well, I get some extra titanium, so that's all good. Okay, so let's, it's time to take some more time to explore that scary biome. Good stuff. Time to dine. Nom, dinner. This makes it a lot easier to catch these guys. Okay. Anyway, daytime. Let's do some exploring. Oh, actually, low in water. Before I go exploring, let's toss some titanium in here. So I said I wanted to go, what, north by northeast? Something like that? just off in whatever direction doesn't have... Oh, right, I checked this out, but I was wondering what was beyond it. And the answer is probably Reaper Leviathans. But now it's daylight, so I have a better chance of seeing them. I just hope they don't surprise me. I just want to get a feel for the lay of the land, get an idea what might be a good site for the next base. I still didn't change the color of that thing like I said I was going to. I have to do these things when I'm thinking about them. I just forget about these sorts of things so easily. Okay, this is very close to the crater's edge. I'm hearing sand sharks, I'm not seeing them. Not seeing or hearing signs of Reaper Leviathans. I am hearing crater's edge noises. So this might just be moving, you know, further and further away from where I want to be. Okay, let's head back. This just doesn't feel like there's anything of interest this way. I could be wrong. It just seems to be following the crater's edge, and this crater's really striking, isn't it? Yeah, speaking of craters. The sea light's down to 6%. Let's change the battery when I reach my destination here. Okay, so yeah, like I said, oh, it's still scanning. Derp. How is this doing for fish? It's got plenty. It's fine. Let's toss a fish in here. Oh, okay. We'll take a pile of stuff out and then toss a fish in here. Yeah, I could at least place the scanner room and put a hatch on it wherever I end up going. Yeah, because going this way, it just leads along the crater's edge, and maybe I need to go further away from the crater's edge. I need to go more inland, so to speak. Like if I go too far in this direction, I run into mushroom biome, and I think somewhere around here, the intersection between mushroom biome and this area, if I'm not mistaken, is that creepy place with the blood oil vines. So I think I want to go this way, because I know that deeper into this biome there are more wrecks. I mean, I remember exploring this area thoroughly back in season 3. Like I was dodging Reaper Leviathans the whole time, so my recollection is hazy of where things are in relation to each other, and my geography isn't the best anyway. I'm just basically winging it. I'm just winging everything here. But yeah, if I can find a proper... Oh, shoot. No, once and for all, change it, please. Change the color of that beacon. So I want to be able to spot it quickly and easily. There you go. Make it yellow. So I can orient myself. Anyway. So let's go somewhere beyond the wreck that was southwest. Because there was another Leviathan here, which means it's deeper into the Leviathan territory. Theoretically, maybe, I think. Which means... like, I think this may be the direction I want to go to find more wrecks like this one. But yeah, I've got to keep an eye out for more Leviathans. And warpers, apparently. Stop flailing about. What's this? Another crater? How far away from the thing am I? I want to go more than 500 meters so that I'm definitely detecting stuff that's okay. Start from the scan room anywhere here. I don't care where. Great. Build fast. Don't know how much time I have. Never do. Okay, let's head back and reoxygenate and get the rest of the stuff that I need. Yeah, like the fact that I was hearing Reaper Leviathan sounds over there is quote-unquote reassuring that, oh, time capsule. What do I got? Rarest? Check that out. I'm not going to bother with you. I have to get back inside and get more oxygen. Get in there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Was there anything in the time? It didn't seem like there's anything in the time capsule. Enjoy this rare sea crown. Oh, there's nothing in there. I did hear that while the dev team tries not to put endgame things, they don't allow endgame things in the time capsule. So probably someone tried to put a sea crown in there and. Oh well, anyway, I'm using a first aid kit now. It's not the most efficient use of it, but I have reason to suspect that if I'm at full hit points, I can survive a bite from a Reaper Leviathan, so... Anyway, So I put down scanner room and hatch. That's you're gonna need these as well. Yoink, 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 yoink. Okay, so scanner room is 5 titanium, and the hatch is 2 more, right? So I need 3 more for the bioreactor, plus 6 for the multi-purpose room. So this should be enough titanium, and then I can toss a peeper into it to get the thing going. And cameras 5 and 6. Let's just deactivate number 5. Let's make 6 green. Okay. All right. Should I? Is there? Now it's nighttime again. Just lovely. Let's cook up a bladderfish. Something that isn't normally done. Excuse me. Another thing to scan. It's not my goal at the moment. I have enough titanium, theoretically, at the moment, so I shouldn't be doing this at night. What am I doing? This is dangerous. Everything about this is dangerous. Oh shoot. There's no room for the thing. No room for the multi-purpose room here. I was just building so hastily that... Right word. Just go underneath it, just in the hopes that that'll... I don't care where the hatch is. Put it anywhere. Get in there. Get in there.
Warning, emergency power only.
This
Oxygen production offline.
I don't care about orientation. Just get in there. Just make this thing work.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
There we go. Like, I can hear the Reaper Leviathan and it makes me nervous. Data box in range is probably the data boxes that I already found in the other wreck. Okay, so scan for the Reapers first. Apparently there's one directly overhead, almost. Oh, okay, not quite directly. Although the previous episode showed that it's very possible. Look at this. What's the structure here? It's very possible that it detects Reaper Leviathans. Okay, so it's detecting 2 of them. Detects Leviathans that are already dead. Like it detects the spot where they came from. Anyway, I'm all oxygened up. Let's see if I can spot this guy. There you are. just get right behind your head. Like, don't... Okay. I'm doing this with a full oxygen tank, so I should have time. Should have time to take him out. This never stops being unnerving, by the way. It also doesn't stop being unnerving. Excuse me. When you're finished roaring, this doesn't stop being unnerving when they're bearing down on you, like being right in front of them. I mean, it's the surest chance you have of hitting them if they're heading straight for you. I haven't been counting the knife hits. Has anyone in the audience been counting? Let me know in the comments how many times I've hit him so far. Okay, there we go. Can't be bothered. Let's just get inside. Reoxygenate. Out of water. I need to head back. There's still another Leviathan out there. It's still detecting. I think that's the guy that I just killed that's detecting there. Right? Like, there isn't actually another Leviathan up there, right? Also, let's see. Can I grab a fish to throw in the bioreactor so I feel better about it? Oh. Huh. Speaking of sea crowns. That's probably worth taking back with me. It'll be sheerest optimism. That'll be useful eventually. Oh. Ha! Cuttlefish egg. How about that? Did I know that was there? I think I may have been aware on some level that it's there, but wasn't really thinking about that. Excuse you? Where'd you go? You stole my kill. Don't be creating teleport effects inside my base. Not putting the cuttlefish egg in there, that would be cruel. Hell, water's getting uncomfortably low. I should head back. How far am I from... Just under a kilometer away. I can make that in one go. You can just head straight there. Or would that be overly dangerous? Heading east. Maybe I'll encounter another wreck along the way. or something. Something of interest. Probably not. Nothing's following me? Okay. Yeah. You can always do it with more titanium. I saw something on the floor there. On the sea floor. Copper's frequently useful too. I'm down to my last piece of silver, so I should probably be breaking sandstone or copper if anything. Oh, let's keep it level. Lead. Don't particularly need lithium at the moment, but figure, why not? I mean, if I'm gonna head back, I figure I might as well come back with a full-ish inventory. Let's get first aid kits and inventory management. Alright. Back to the green one. That's where I left the range extenders and stuff. Let's see what I can detect. It will definitely detect the wreck that I already came from, that I already checked out. Hopefully it'll detect another wreck along the way. This here, is this where right, yeah, this is where the thing is, the where the gate is. I already checked out in the previous episode. Got a couple of bulbo seeds with me, just for purpose of throwing into the bioreactor, but wouldn't hurt to grab a diamond. Wouldn't hurt to grab a peeper or two as well. I'm hearing Crater's Edge sounds already. Like, is this biome just one little narrow stretch along the crater's edge? Or what? I mean, probably there are people watching in the comments that they already know where everything is because they've checked the wiki and they've looked at the map and stuff. But I haven't actually checked that out. I don't actually really know where everything is in relation to each other. Oh shoot, I forgot to pick up more water. And that's probably worth going back for. Damn it. Okay. Oops. It was just drifting into nighttime anyway. Well, while I'm here, before I go back, maybe I'll find a wreck that has water in it. They frequently do. Okay, let's check for Reaper Leviathans first. I believe that's the one that I already killed, right? Another one over there. That's back in the direction of my other temp base, so I think both of these Leviathans are ones that I've already killed, and they're just showing redundantly here. Yeah, I just went right past it. It's not actually here. Okay, so safe from Leviathans for the moment, so it seems. There's more than I can say for the damn sand sharks. Cease your flailing. And the warpers, for that matter. Okay, you can stop scanning for Reaper. It's just those two, right? No more? Okay. Now that's had time to populate the list. Anyway. I'm guessing the data box is going to be the same two data boxes. I'll scan for that after I scan for Rex. Okay, so there's the one wreck, which I already searched. Please detect another wreck. Please tell me there's another wreck around here. I might need to go further inland for more wrecks. More, by inland I mean like away from the crater's edge. Darn it. Well, that's unfortunate. It's really not detecting anything else. Nothing at all. If I tell it to search for data boxes, it's probably going to find the same two that's in that wreck right there. Probably. Yep. Okay. Alright then. This is a bust. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest around here. Well, let's take a look around the surrounding area anyway. Is it daytime yet? No. I mean, just the fact that it's nighttime is reason enough for me to head back to I need to head back and get some more get some water anyway. So heading back will pass time. Plunge my batteries while I'm at it. Sorry, so we got past the exciting part, or this is kind of the dull traveling part of the video now. I'm really hoping to find stuff that I can use. I mean, I got the Cyclops hull and bridge fragments, and the blueprints, and also the prawn suit, grappling arm, and drill arm fragments. Got some nice collections of blueprints here. I got a sea crown as well. I planted it. You can see it growing there. So, you know, I got a non-zero amount of things accomplished in this episode. Okay, all right. So, replaced the battery. I put the Sea Glide battery into the charger and took out the one that was already in there. Refooded it and watered it myself, and have a couple water bottles with me this time. And now there's daylight, so let's take a look around the surrounding area, see if we can get an idea of where the next base site should be. Then I'm gonna take apart this base and move it over. It's also got my sea moth is still just hanging out over there. Haven't really done anything with it. Hasn't really been a need or use for it for this part of the journey. The thing is, it actually ends up being a bit of a liability in this case, because if a Leviathan might grab it instead of me and then just wreck it, and then that'll just be sad. I'd rather not lose the sea moth for nothing like that. Okay, is there anything of interest around here? There's a gasopod. Just kind of want to generally take a look around the surrounding area. I don't know if there are any wrecks. Any, is that did I just see an eye? Okay, so I hear Reaper Leviathan. Like, I think they have their own little patrol areas, right? I mean, technically I haven't 100% ruled out the possibility that they do respawn over time, but I think each one has its own respective patrol, like area that it patrols. So if I hear another one, that could be considered, you know, sign of progress that they've moved into a new area which has a new Leviathan. Yeah. So, where was that? What direction do I want to go in? Like the... So I guess I want to go in the southeasterly direction. That's where I was a moment ago. That's where I heard the Leviathan. Like, it's not exactly my mission to exterminate the Leviathans or anything, but... Sorry, I'm just... Sorry about this spinning around there. I just want to make sure no Leviathan sneaks up on me. Sometimes they approach quietly. There you are. ya. Right where I want ya. Just going around slaughtering the local wildlife. No big deal. But you know, it's them or me, right? And if I, you know, and if I die, then who's gonna help the Sea Emperor and therefore help you know, help cure the Kura bacteria, which then in turn, you know, helps all life on the planet. Thought I heard a warper sound a moment ago. Yep, warpers can't teleport the Leviathan. That would be nuts. If it can teleport the Leviathan and then suddenly the Leviathan's coming at me from a different direction. Oh crap. I keep my eye on my oxygen. I just realized like how far away this thing is. I should be able to make it. I mean, this... It's like 10 seconds per 100 meters with the Sea Glide, right? Or so I hope. I'm glad I had presence of mind to look in the direction of the... 3 seconds to spare. Glad I had the presence of mind to look in the direction of the beacon to see how far away I was. I was not as close as I thought I was. I thought I was closer than this. So the Leviathan is still at large. Darn it. I have to get back out there. Darn it. Oof. I wonder if he's in scanning range. He has to be within 500 meters, right? Because this thing... Mind you, he might have returned to his patrol route. Oh, there you go. So the closer one, this one here, is the one... It's like the shadow of the one that I detected before, that I already killed. Right? This is the real one, right? Oh, it just moved. Yeah, it's moving. This is the live one. Come get some. It's another one. Ah, crap. That was very nearly a game ender there. Holy shit crap, what the friggin' hell. Sorry for swearing. Trying not to swear. That was... okay. Alright then. Oh, on the list of things that set your heart racing, right? That was, okay. Well, I got him. Sorry, that's the one that I said before. I detected another one. There's another one over here. One that I had not yet detected before. I don't think. This is way out of the way of everything that I've. Like the friggin' stasis rifle, like the shot missed him, and then I missed it again and again and again, and like, why do these shots have to connect with him? And then one of them hit, and I panicked, and I fired again, and it reset. And okay, Jeremy, stop firing rapidly with this thing. This is not a rapid fire weapon. Okay, where are my beacons? How far away is that? I can't read the numbers, okay? Just want to make sure. I don't want a repeat of... Oh, hell. I'm just gonna head back now. But yeah, during that Reaper Leviathan fight, when he landed the bite on me, and I could have. There's that split second of indecision of, do I, pop a first aid kit right now, or do I keep firing the stasis rifle, hope I can get a hold of it? And then that sand shark came in, and there's a split second where I was like, well crap, this is where I die, because a sand shark bit me while I was trying to trying and failing to keep the Reaper at bay. Anyway. Great, which one's which? That's the dead one. This is the live one, I think. Could be wrong. Pretty sure this is the dead one here. Yeah, that's the dead one. This is the live one here. Oh, this damn sand sharks, like I... Whoa! They just... Okay. One of those occupational hazards in Subnautica where the game just bugs out and they just suddenly have infinite velocity. It's a good thing you didn't collide with me. Well, not infinite velocity, that would imply that they're in all locations simultaneously, but sometimes it feels like that. I just need to get back and get my bearings. Come on. Oh, it's friggin' unnerving. Like, just... Guys... Whatever, focus on the Leviathan. Don't like the sound of the warper there. Did the warper teleport the sand sharks away? Maybe I should be attacking this Leviathan from the other side then. So I don't... The Leviathan's actually alarmingly close to the base. That's fine. That works to my advantage, actually. Whoa. Okay. Is anyone keeping a running tally of how many... Oh, wow. Battery died in the... stasis rifle. Okay. This battery's getting kind of low, too. Okay, then. Scratch a couple more Reaper Leviathans off the list there. Let's toss... Oh, no, I don't. I thought I picked up another... Oh, right, I was going to, and then just Leviathan distracted me. I did another peeper to throw in there. Okay. Quite rattled. I put those Bulbo seeds in there to keep this thing going. So, yeah, so that's the dead one there. That's the other dead one, and that's... I think these are all dealt with, right? Tell it to stop scanning. And that's the one that's next to the other base. Okay. All right. Okay. So I decided I was going in the southeasterly direction, right? Shall I start packing this up and moving over there? Sorry, I'm just rattled. I need a second to take a breather here. I think it's time to pack this thing up and move over there. I'll start with the scanner itself, so let's pull the range upgrades out. I don't like the sound of the warper sounding very close. Very close indeed. Look at you. Whoa. You just turn around and walk straight smack into this thing? Into the field? Okay. Some peepers, there we are. Oh. Damn it. Clicked the button by mistake. Okay, that's fine. Oh shoot! Now there's nothing to act as a beacon here. Just there to act as temporary beacon there. Beacon 4, whatever. I said I want to go southeast? Where's it? Shoot, which direction do I want to go in? I'm rattled. I don't... I think I said southeast. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, it is southeast. It's throwing me because there are other beacons that direction. I was thinking, don't I want to go somewhere where there's nothing there? But these are 1,500 meters away, like they're, a kilometer and a half away. It's yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna need those defeated to the bioreactor soon. How's this area? How far away is it? It's 300 meters? Go a little further, I think. There's nothing that says it has to be 500 meters, but I want to cover a good wide range of territory with the scanner. You know what? Around here is probably fine. Yeah, so more than 500 meters, that suits me just fine. Now that I've circle strafed all the way around, I'm like, which direction are we supposed to... Which direction is everything? I hope there's another wreck within scanning range of this thing. I hope I'm able to find new stuff that I can put to use. Like prawn soup fragments. That's the main thing. It's the only thing I'm here for, really. If there are no prawn soup fragments in this area, or if I didn't have reason to suspect there were prawn soup fragments here, there'd be no reason to come here. Do I have enough space in my inventory for the rest of this? That is the question. Okay, so 6 for the multi-purpose room. And there's the hatch. I should have enough space for everything. Should. Here, drink some water. That clears another inventory space. Now I even more should have enough space. Here goes the oxygen supply. I'm thoroughly committed to this move here. Ah! Would you... Like, I'm rolling the mouse wheel. This thing can't decide how many... Would you stop? Okay. This is fine. Like, I'm rolling the mouse wheel to switch tools, and it's like the game can't decide whether it's gonna roll to just one over or it's gonna roll multiple at a time. I rolled it easily 3 or 4 clicks, and it went 1. So go figure. Excuse me. I'm not sure if that's the right spot. Is it clear? Okay. I can't afford to mess around with this. I gotta move. Get that hatch in place. Get the bioreactor in there.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Get the peepers in there. Ah, I can breathe.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Range upgrades. Alright. Scan this area. What do we got? Big old sand dune. It's detecting Reaper Leviathans. I'll scan for those first. Always keeping one peeper in my inventory just in case. You know, worst case scenario, well, like if the scanner completely drains the power and empties the bioreactor, I don't want to be caught without a spare peeper to throw in there as like emergency backup thing. Okay, so it's detecting Reapers between me and the previous base. So those are all the dead ones. I'm not seeing any new Reapers. That's vaguely reassuring. Still have to worry about sand sharks and warpers, but they're small fry in comparison. Okay, so I'm detecting a wreck. Is this a new useful wreck that will have some nice stuff that maybe I haven't seen before? I traveled southeast to get here, and this wreck is east of here, so it's definitely one I haven't explored before. It's very close. I don't think I'm going to turn the scanner off before I head over there, because it shouldn't be hard to find. Oh, could that be like Pod 7? I'm just noticing the location of the Aurora. That's the wrong angle. I don't think that's it. Could be, though. Okay. Heading east. Got my eye on you, peeper. Need a snack. Shoot. Now I've lost track of which direction I was going. Here we go, east. It's pretty much due east. It shouldn't be that far away. There it is. Alright, what do we got? Okay, I'm only seeing one entry point on the roof. Let's check it out. Come on, prawn suit parts. What are you clipping through over there for? Okay, well. Burnt outdoor. Maybe there'll be something on the other side of this door. What do we got? Supply crate or food. Coffee maker. Somehow I haven't acquired the coffee machine blueprint so far this game. And a couple of caps, which I don't really care about. Never been a sports fan. Okay, let's head back, reoxygenate. Shoot, there, this way. Let's not get too disoriented.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. That was rather lackluster. Like, there's a brick of food. I guess I'll eat it, I guess. Could a bit of a waste because I'm going to have to go back home soon and I'm going to fill up on bobo seeds, but yeah, I mean, that was the only wreck. No fragments or data boxes. Oh, this has been a bust so far. Maybe I should consult a wiki or map or something. What's this chasm here? This is I think this leads down to the spooky biome, doesn't it? Yeah, because Commander Keen's pod is that way, and yeah, it's in that vicinity. Like, seriously, there aren't any other wrecks within friggin' half a kilometer? Thought I was being fairly thorough in my exploration and stuff. Well, you know, just for fun, why don't I go a little further east? Let's go east and then just keep going. And I can't believe that Aurora is 2 kilometers away. Silly peepers, I'm trying to incidentally grab you on the way there and you're not cooperating with that effort. And the light's fading and it's burned to night again. Darn it. Where the heck am I? It's 400 meters away. Hearing reef backs. This is like the red grass biome, okay? Half a kilometer from my pod. So yeah, look, we're back into the safe shallows again. Now I'm into the unsafe deeps. Or something like that. Hearing reef backs. That's reassuring in its own way. Oh, okay. Drop off startled me. I thought maybe for a second there, I was thinking.
New creature
Huh.
discovered.
Haven't caught a spyfish before. I guess I haven't really checked out this biome yet. This is the spooky biome. Oh, it's deep here. Like it's so deep, I thought I was at the crater's edge, but no. It's just a really deep spot. Just toss a spikefish in there to make sure this thing keeps going. Okay, my batteries are low. Oh, this is down to 32%, and okay, my backup batteries are low as well. And I'm low on water as well. Yeah, I really should head back, shouldn't I? Darn it. Okay. Where the heck to next? Like I'm clearing this area of Reaper Leviathans to make it easier to explore, but I'm not finding anything. I'm thinking of heading over to where to the Keen's last broadcast location next, or heading in that direction anyway. Like I said before, there are like 3 wrecks in that vicinity, and I found 2 of them. Can't remember exactly where the 3rd wreck is. But yeah, I'm thinking of packing up that base over there and moving it over here, like 500 meters away, so it'll be like halfway between me and Commander Keen. That's the plan. That's the idea. But first I need to head back and re-water myself and stuff. Alright. Okay. Dude. Friggin' clipping issues. That's okay. This is the wreck that I just looked at, because it's east of that temp base. I see guys down to 25% power. There's a cave crawler there. Where the heck am I that cave crawlers are spawning? Copper. If I get some silver, that'd be nice. There you go. Might as well fill up on stuff on the way back. If I can get more silver, then that's awesome. It's silver is something I'm currently lacking. After making the like the bioreactor in my last temp base, brought me down to my last silver. So this is welcome. I don't know how full my inventory is at this time. Oh, got plenty of room. So yeah, that's my next plan of action. Pack up the that yellow beacon, the temp base. I mean, like leapfrogging the temp base is probably the way to go. Okay, all right. Oh, I should. Once and for all, please change that beacon. Make it green, just like the last one. Okay, so heading over to this guy here. I'm gonna pack it up. Oh, of course, it's flipping to night just as I make the decision to do this. Darn it. Suboptimal timing. Oh well. Whatever, I'll work with it. So I'm just gonna pack this thing up entirely, and oh shoot, just occurred to me that there's a whole bunch of junk in there that shit. I've already got the Cyclops bridge parts. I don't need that right now. I have to do this in 2 trips because my inventory doesn't hold that much. I mean, unless I bring the Seamoth along. But I'm just nervous about bringing the Seamoth for this purpose. Like when I excuse me, when I build my deep base, you know, where the giant skull is and all that, and it's comparatively safe to park my
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I finally finished processing everything just as I'm disassembling it. That's how these things go, I guess. But yeah, I need to pull all this junk out of here. Okay. Oh, right. I have to take the locker out first. How much inventory space I got? Not enough. Well, let's just temporarily move the hatch over here. Let's drop beacon over here. That's the temp one, right? Yeah. Now I should have enough space to pack this up here. It's the kind of thing, like, I have almost enough space to do it in one go. Not quite. So really, I just need to, like, pack up one thing. Yeah, this should work. Over here. Ah, drill and fragment. How about that? I'm gonna go over to this base. And I'm gonna... Why are there cave crawlers dropping out of nowhere. You never find them in caves. That's the silliest part about them, despite their name. I covered a lot of ground here, you know. Look how far, look how long it takes to get from one base I'm leapfrogging to the next base I'm leapfrogging. Yeah. It goes to show that I did cover a lot of ground. Did explore a lot of territory. There was a whole lot of nothing in it. Found a couple of wrecks. Was hoping to find more wrecks than that. But you know, what can you do?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Is that power level stable? Like, does it just sit there at 117? Just go up, just go down? I mean, it's enough to last for a while anyway. Regardless, so I'm gonna head in the direction of Keen's last broadcast location, and I guess I'll go until like 400 meters away from it. I'm, you know, close to 1100 meters. Look at how steep this is. It's weirdly steep. Is this an area worth exploring? I mean, it's... Over here, reef backs again. Oh, the 500 meter proposed Decassi habitat. Oh hey, over here. Is that a wreck I see? Okay, said I was gonna go to 400 meters. I just put it here? I don't know. Put it somewhere where there's... Okay, let's just put it right over here. Oh shoot. That's a little far away, isn't it? I can make it. If I go straight there, I can make it. Didn't I change the colors to green? It still looks blue to me. Maybe I'm becoming colorblind in my old age. That's a super peeper. What's that guy doing? This is fine. Just over 100 meters away, 30 seconds away. Even without a sea glide, I can make it that distance. What's in my inventory? just throw a walker over here just so I just make sure I have space. Yeah, it's stable at 117, so that's fine. So oh, there are 2 camera sticks. No, game, don't do that to me. What is this? Why are there 2 fire? Oh, I deactivated the green one. That's why there's such confusion. Okay. No, seriously, is that this one here? Or is it the other one? Okay, deactivate number 5. Deactivate all the odd numbers. That's what I'm trying to keep that to. Okay. So that one's the green one. This one that I'm in is the blue one. Okay. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going back to temp. Finish packing it up. All of this that I'm doing in this episode, risking my life to like face all these Reapers, Leviathans, countless sand sharks, and the warpers. All of this is just so I can get Prawn suit. Like, I'm wondering if it's worth it. Like, maybe I should just say screw it, forget the Prawn suit, and just just do without it. I mean, some people play vehicle-less challenges in this, like, just they do the whole game without any vehicles. It's a thing that can be done. Like, you know, maybe I should just forget about the Prawn suit. Or I could just, you know, just look up a map just so I actually know where I'm actually going. Okay, let's just pop in here to reoxygenate.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And then we take it apart. Sorry to see you go already.
Warning, emergency power only.
Served me well, but it's time to say goodbye. I sure hope I have enough inventory space for all these components. Excellent, okay, good. How much space did I have left? Yeah. It's fine. Thermal plant fragments. There's still fragments around here that I haven't scanned, but yeah, I'm not sure of titanium at the moment, so I'm not gonna bother. I haven't ruled out the possibility that the wreck that I'm looking for is off in the other direction. I don't know. You know, even if I did look up a map or the wiki or whatever, I don't know how much it would help me, because I'm going to look at it and go, sorry, where is that in relation to where I am? I don't know. Did I? I didn't pick up the beacon, did I? Gosh darn it, it's always something. Whatever, when I go, eventually I'll pick up the sea moth, and when I do, I'll pick it up then. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beacon's still sitting over there. So this thing's just under 700 meters away. Oops. Almost forgot. I want the range extenders.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Swap the batteries down to 9%. So, this time around, I will definitely pick up at least one wreck that I haven't explored. Because I saw a wreck down in the chasm there. I don't think there's anything in that wreck that I need. But, and I'll probably check it out anyway. Yeah, the watercolor is changing, indicating I'm entering a new biome. Not hearing the Crater's Edge sound effects anymore. Just the general overall quality of everything's just changed. The sound design and so on.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Make sure you right click, don't accidentally eat it.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
This ecological biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating terror in humans.
Thanks, PDA. Prawn suit fragment. Oh, isn't that promising? That's probably one of the little ones, which doesn't really count. But I'm going to scan for it anyway. Well, that's very close, isn't it? Oh, okay. I think this might be this might be the one that I already know about. Yeah, because 400 meters away from Commander Keen. Yeah, I already knew about that prawn suit fragment. I do also have to consider the possibility that, like, every part of what I'm doing here is like a total wild goose chase. So that's just south of me. I mean, a little bit on the southwest side, but mostly south. How are the batteries doing? Should be a wreck around here. Yeah, I already knew about this wreck. This is one of the prawn suit fragments. Yeah. I mean, I'll check it out. I'll get the part. Oh no, I don't.
Plant life on the seafloor suggests this may be the migration path of a huge bottom-dwelling life form.
Blueprint acquired. The propulsion arm is just a toy. Oh, I think I already have that, don't I? Or if I don't? Oh right, I have. That's you get that from pod number 4, and I haven't visited that. Okay. Where do I begin exploring this hulking monstrosity of a wreck here? Where's my inventory looking? I've got lots of space. Let's just scan everything, collect all the titanium. Docking bay repair module. Okay, let's head back to the Reactor Street before I go. We're pressing on through there. Reginald. Apparently I haven't scanned it. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Probably should have eaten it. And I still can.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
What stuff is just. Hello. Lighter. Ah. Yeah, it was a diseased spine fish. I'm gonna throw it in the reactor. It vanished instantly. Do they not provide as much power or whatever when they're cooked? Or it could just be that I get the definite feeling. Whoa, the peepers just provide a lot more power than other fish. I think I get the feeling that the dev team wanted to add to the sense that the peepers are special. It took a long time to switch to the the I'm trying to eat you, not study you. Thanks. Studying you was incidental on the way to eating you. Don't pull out the goddamn... I'm trying to heal myself. It pulls out the habitat builder. The frick? Did he just teleport an ambule in? And the ambule teleported out again. That's wild. Anyway, locker. Let's just throw the titanium in here. Where was that? Just throw the keeper in. Where were the prawns fragments again? Which wreck was that? My nerves are frayed. This is like well past the point. I should probably stop recording. How long has this been anyway? Yeah, it's 2.5 hours. I'll go a little longer. I'll at least get long enough to explore this thing. Right, it was south a little on the southwest side. Okay, how could I forget? Yeah, I've got plenty of power. So it's within sight of my little base here, so... I rolled the mouse wheel and didn't switch. Maybe it's a problem with the mouse wheel. The mouse itself. I was gonna grab another fish to eat before I properly explore. Where are all the fish? Where's all the everything? Whatever. Because I'm not at full health, and I mean, I'm not, at this point I'm not worried about Reaper Leviathans showing up, so I'm not necessarily too bothered about not being at full health. Maybe that's going to lead to my death, but would like to fill up my food meters so that there you go. So I can heal a bit faster. Okay, so now that it's daytime, I can see a little better out here. Let's pick up any more scannables that I missed first time around because it was nighttime and I couldn't see anything. Hello. Good by. See, there was a nuclear reactor fragment that I saw earlier. Are there any more of those? Because don't I need one more? Or did I get that already? It's I don't know, it's hard to keep track. I don't even usually use nuclear reactor, but it doesn't hurt to have the option. You know, for when I decide to truly set down roots and say, okay, this is my permanent base, and time for the nuclear reactor. Okay. What else I got here? Another one of these. I think that's it for this branch here. I mean, this is a sizable rack. There's more to explore, but just do one bit at a time. That's already scanned. Huh. Interesting that the bench is like hanging through the door like that. Anyway. Let's refresh oxygen, head back out again. There you go, see, 98 health, no worries. It's going to be full very shortly. Yeah, let's see if I can remember where the other entry point is. I basically explored this leg here. Check out this leg. I think there's an entry point around here somewhere. Aha! Lots of propulsion arm fragments around for some reason. Yeah, another one. A PDA, which doesn't have a message in it for some reason. Okay, well, no. What have we here? We have more propulsion arm fragments. And what else could it be? Prawn suit fragment that I've been seeking. There's a thumbnail. That's 6 out of 8. Need 2 more of them. I know where one of those 2 is. This is so disorienting. It's disorienting when it's sideways like this. Like, especially because like the design of the Aurora, the design of the wrecks in this game, you have a lot of wrecks that are very similar. They're sort of like copy pasted, which, I mean, you know,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I guess it makes sense in universe. The Aurora probably has a modular design, much like the you know, the habitat modules for that matter. Well, they're just they're probably mass produced and then, you know, connected to each other. So a lot of them end up looking very similar, with very similar similar looking sections to each other. Right, okay, so I already looked up there, and down here there's this thing. But anyway, yeah, like it's the same section as other sections that I've explored, except it has a different orientation, and that just throws me off. Because it's like it's the same place I've explored before, but everything's different. Yeah, different orientation. Okay. All right. It's time to do some scanning, I think. Let's get some fuel for this bioreactor. Some more of these, that'd be great. Just don't want it to run out while I'm scanning. Whoa. Music and ambient sound effects just stopped very suddenly there. That's odd. There we go. That'll keep going for a while. Is there another one? I mean, I wouldn't expect there to be. I think it just hadn't deactivated its display or something. If there's another prawn suit fragment, then great, take it, but don't actually expect it to be there. Probably if I save and reload the game, won't be there next time. Okay, interesting. Fragments. There's still fragments to be found. Don't scan fragments. Any new unscanned things before? Like it just hasn't repopulated the list from last time. Like the undiscovered fragment scan thing could have been referring to the propulsion cannon and the nuclear reactor fragments for that matter. Yeah, I need one more nuclear reactor fragment there. That's what I thought. Cyclops deco tube upgrade. Okay. If I feel like exploring behind the Aurora for the rest of the engine, Cyclops engine blueprint fragments, I can I can get the Cyclops. Curious Cyclops upgrade. Yeah, it needs nickel. Maybe I should go down there and get Captain Nickel. Okay, scanning fragments is not detecting anything. Scan for X. Detects that one, of course. I just finished exploring. And it should detect the wreck that's down this chasm here. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I passed right over it on the way here. Another one? Okay, that one's a little more of interest to me.
Short-range scans show a cave system rich in fossilized remains beneath this area.
Huh. Interesting. That must be a timed message. Just spend enough time in the area and it just goes, I'll be nice and tell you where it is. Anyway. So that's the one I just explored. That's the one I only knew about. This one, I'm not sure about this one. It's east by southeast. Let's go check it out. Yeah, I'm just noticing my water supply. This will have to be a short journey. And I'll probably wrap up this recording right after that. This is the kind of thing I should be doing during the day. What have we here? Oh. This is one of the two wrecks that I already searched. The two wrecks that next to each other that are near Commander Keen's pod. Okay. I already knew about this. I already explored it. Did already explore this, right? Where's the entry point? You know what? Don't care. I've already checked this out. Tried to pick it up. Tried to do an incidental peeper pickup, but those guys just don't like cooperating. Oh well. Running out of water anyway. So this wasn't a particularly successful. I mean, I got some stuff. I found some stuff. Removed some Leviathans that were troubling me, but I didn't find what I really wanted, which was a new wreck that I didn't know about before that had a prawn suit fragment in it. Like this one over here, I already knew about that. That's the one that I found in my previous game back in season 5 of this series. Should I take all the titanium home? Sure. Whatever, why not? I'll leave some space in my inventory so I can pick up other stuff on the way back. Oh wow, this is eerie. Can't even see the bottom. just going right over top of that biome. Oh, excuse you. We're still 1.6 kilometers away. It's a lot shallower very suddenly around here. Just in case I don't have enough titanium. See if there are any sandstone outcroppings around here for the trip back. Silver! Hey! There's a cave here. Is it a jelly shroom cave, or is it the other one? Whatever. Ooh, this thing's down to 5%. Which wreck is this? Is this the one that's next to Ozzy's pod? No, seriously, which wreck is this? Where's Ozzy's pod? There it is, yeah. Just grab some oxygen while I'm here, why not?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So yeah, that's a wreck that I've already explored, so not to worry about that. Oh yeah, the reason I'm heading back. Maybe I should start carrying more than 2 water bottles around with me. It's the reassuring sight of stalkerfish. Oh, but nitrogen hazards up to 11 meters. After spending so much time in like 300 meters deep, it's amazing that I just accidentally went so gradually that went so gradually that I reached 11 meters and get just for the hell of it, just clear inventory space, and it's going to be used for something at some point eventually. Okay, I think it's enough out of this recording for now. That's took an extra moment to feed and water and charge batteries and all that. So I'm set to go out again. Yeah. I had hoped to find another prawn suit fragment during that whole search. Well, I mean, I killed a bunch of Reaper Leviathans, so I mean, that's some progress in a sense. But yeah, killing Leviathans is not my goal. My goal is to find the prawn suit fragment. I sure hope there is another prawn suit fragment there. I mean, I don't actually 100% know for sure there is. I think I remember seeing somewhere in my season 3 series. Like, I haven't felt like going over all my old recordings to see if I can figure out where the prawn suit fragment was, if it was there. I sure hope there is one there, and I'm not totally wasting my time. I mean, hopefully harrowing battles with Reaper Leviathans are entertaining enough anyway. But yeah, this is a whole lot of danger for very little payoff. Maybe I should maybe I should move on and build my next my next temp base. Maybe I should move on to the where the giant skull is and set up my base there, because that's going to be that's a region like next to the giant skull is it's a safe place to put a base generally. I mean, okay, during season 5 Ghost Leviathan attacked me there, but aside from that it's a nice place to set up a permanent base. Maybe I'll put a nuclear reactor there. I mean, if I complete the blueprint for that. I think there's... Oh wait, no, it doesn't detect any fragments. Well, I'll search the deep wreck first. Excuse me. See what I can see there, and I'll probably set up my base down there and see if I can find some nickel and crystal and sulfur and get that aspect of the game going. Maybe I can get the upgraded reinforced dive suit while I'm at it. 'Cause that's the thing. Yeah. Feeling a bit discouraged because I didn't find what I was looking for. I mean, there's still plenty of other areas to search. I'm just not 100% sure which direction to go in, and I don't know, I just feel a little aimless. But like I said, maybe I should just say screw it and forget about the prawn suit. Don't really need the prawn suit. I mean, it'll be nice to have in the lava zone, particularly if I want to fill up on kyanite. I can try doing without it, I suppose. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Until next time.